Welcome to the Daily Prelims Current Affairs program brought to you by Neo IAS. Today is 2nd of May 2018 and the topics we will be discussing today will be from 1st and 2nd of this month. And these are the topics that we will be dealing. National Automotive Testing and Research and Development Infrastructure Project, NATRIP. Pradhanmantri Sadak Yojana. Gibbon. Intergovernmental Science Policy Platform on Biodiversity and Ecosystem Services. Ensemble Forecasting. Hepatitis B. Sakhi OneStop Centre, and finally we have our current affairs capsule. So the first topic for the day is National Automotive Testing and R&D Infrastructure Project, NATRIP. So the news related to NATRIP is that recently a new augmented facility of NATRIP has been inaugurated by the Union Minister for Heavy Industries and Public Enterprises. So more about NATRIP. It is a facility created for testing, validation and to carry out research and development regarding vehicles. There are three underlying aims with respect to its establishment. The first one is to adopt a global best practice to ensure road safety and environmental protection in design, manufacture and testing of vehicles in India. As India is a signatory to United Nations regulation on harmonization of vehicle specification. Next is to support automotive mission plan. The plan aims to make the Indian automobile manufacturers competitive in global market. And finally, it aims to make Indian vehicles comply with global standards of safety, which is in line with United Nations Brasilia resolution. In this way, it helps to reduce high number of casualties and road accidents in India. It is the largest initiative in automobile sector in India. Next is Pradhanmantri Sadak Yojana. Recently, India and World Bank has signed an agreement to provide additional funding for this program, Pradhanmantri Sadak Yojana. So more about Pradhanmantri Sadak Yojana. It is a centrally sponsored scheme. So there are two kinds of scheme. One is centrally sponsored scheme and other is central sector scheme. In centrally sponsored scheme, the funding and implementation will be done by central government machineries. In a centrally sponsored scheme, the state and center share the fund in a particular ratio and the implementation will be in the hand of state or union territory. So that is a major difference between central sector scheme and centrally sponsored scheme. This Pradhanmantri Sadak Yojana is a pure centrally sponsored scheme. That is, it is funded and implemented by the center. It aims to provide all-weather road connectivity majorly in rural areas. It focuses only on rural areas. So the areas identified should have a population of 500 persons per square kilometer in plain areas and 250 persons in hilly areas. The ministry which is assigned as the nodal ministry is Union Ministry for Rural Development. So the ministry assigned for this program implementation is Union Ministry of Rural Development. Another aspect of this program is it uses green technologies and non-conventional materials for construction of roads. Thus it promotes an eco-friendly method of construction. Gibbon. Gibbon is the only ape which is found in India. Apes comprises of chimpanzees, orangutan, gorillas, and these gibbons. So this gibbon is a native to Eastern Bangladesh and northeastern India. Its natural habitat is tropical evergreen forest and semi-evergreen forest. Also it is found in tropical mixed deciduous forest and subtropical broadleaf hill forest. The major threat to this ape family is habitat loss, fragmentation of its habitat, human interference and hunting. It is listed in Appendix 1 of CITES, which prohibits gibbon from trading. It is also listed in Schedule 1 of Wildlife Protection Act 1972 in India, which gives highest protection status to the species, to the animal. It is also listed as an endangered species in Red List of IUCN. Next is Intergovernmental Science Policy Platform on Biodiversity and Ecosystem Services. It is an independent intergovernmental body established mainly to strengthen science policy interface for biodiversity, and ecosystem services. Its major activities include it provides scientific assessment regarding planet's biodiversity, ecosystem and benefits they provide. It also brings up tools and methods for protection of nature. It was established in Panama City in 2012. It is administered by United Nations Environmental Program. Its headquarters is located in Bonn, Germany. It currently has 128 members and India is one of its member states. Ensemble forecasting. It is a method used in numerical weather prediction. It doesn't make a single set of forecasting. In conventional forecasting, a single possibility is emphasized. But in ensemble forecasting, they plot up multiple possibilities. They plot up a set of weather events which could happen, which could possibly happen. In ensemble forecasting, they plot up a multiple probable weather events which can take place in a location. So it gives a range of possible future weather, future atmosphere. So this will help in quantifying the uncertainties and generate a probabilistic forecast. So it will also help the disaster management team to prepare, as it provides a set of multiple weather events which could possibly occur. Next is hepatitis B. So the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare is taking decision to vaccinate healthcare workers who are working in vulnerable areas like conducting deliveries, giving injections, or who are in frequent exposure to blood or blood products, and thus avoid causing hepatitis B to those health workers. So more about hepatitis B. It is an infectious disease caused by hepatitis B virus. It causes inflammation to liver. There are 5 types of hepatitis named hepatitis A, B, C, D and E. Hepatitis A and E are waterborne diseases. They spread through contaminated water. Hepatitis B, C and D are bloodborne. So they are transmitted mainly through blood. And the other source is sexual contact. It is a sexually transmitted disease. Also, it is transmitted from mother to child. So the symptoms for hepatitis B are vomiting, yellowish skin or eyes, tiredness, dark urine, or abdominal pain. So there is no specific treatment for these hepatitis B diseases, but vaccination is available. So it can be prevented by taking vaccine at the time of birth. And India is the second largest pool of global pool of chronic HBV infection. Sakhi OneStop Centre. Sakhi OneStop Centre is a centrally sponsored scheme formulated by Ministry of Women and Child Development. It is aimed for helping women affected by violence, specifically gender-based violence. It is a scheme under National Mission for Empowerment of Women. It is implemented since 2015. Since then, almost 193 Sakhi centers have been established in the country. It provides a variety of services under one roof for women who are affected by violence. So some of these services provided by these Sakhi centers are emergency response and rescue service, medical assistance, legal aid, counseling, shelters, video conferencing facility, etc. As it is a centrally sponsored scheme, the implementing agency is state government or union territory administration. The funding of the scheme is done through Nirbhaya Fund. So finally we have our current affairs capsule. The first topic is Shigmo Festival. It is a spring festival celebrated in Goa. It is one of the biggest festivals in Goa in which float parades are organized. The parades consist of traditional folk and street dances and playing of instruments like flutes, dhols, etc. It is traditionally celebrated as homecoming of warriors who have left their homes to fight invaders. Income Tax Informants Reward Scheme. Income Tax Informants Reward Scheme. It is launched by Income Tax Department. The objective of this scheme is to access or obtain people's participation in income tax department's efforts to unearth black money and reduce tax evasion. It also gives rewards of around 50 lakhs rupees for those who are giving such information. Shin Khalai or Blue Skin, they are Afghan community in India. They are tribes who lived in Afghanistan and Pakistan, and they have fled to India during partition in 1947. So that's all for today. For more news and detailed explanation, please go through our daily current affairs material. Thanks for watching.